Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the new units that arrived today. The banners are live. There's a little bit of info I want to go over on the banners, the units for summoning themselves. There is this thing right here. Use your 50 tickets on one of these banners. In one is my entire recommendation. However, it's up to you. There's going to be a banner for each of these. That's going to be 50 tickets only. And it's one unit. And it's an SSR guaranteed. There's only one featured character. And it's a 44% chance to pull one of these headliners on the banner. This is super, super good and a very high chance for people to get the new unit. So many people have gotten the new unit off of these. I myself intend to go in on the 50. Now, there will be a 10 unit multi for these that you could use the rainbow tickets for. And you can do that, but your chances of pulling the new unit are much closer when you use them all in one shot on the one featured character only banner. The reason for that being is because those 10 unit multis are only SSR guaranteed. They're regular rate. They're, in essence, 250 Dragonstone summoning on the banner of your choice. However, I don't know if this is true or not, but there may be another 50 tickets being given out. There may be another 50 tickets somewhere. I couldn't tell you for sure, but I do believe that there will be another 50 tickets, meaning you'll have two chances to get one of the units that are headliners in this banner. Okay, now I'm going to go into Omega Shenron's details. World shrouded in evil power, Omega Shenron. Artwork is pretty good. Okay, he's got Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, GT Bosses, 200% HP, and 170% attack and defense, and an additional 50% to stats for characters also belong to the Shadow Dragon Saga, or Worldwide Chaos, or Battle of Fate. An absolutely loaded leader skill. Absolutely loaded leader skill. Okay. Super attack raises defense for one turn and greatly lowers attack and defense. That's 30% lower. That's it. That's what greatly means? I'm confused. Genuinely, I'm confused. Okay. Ultra super attack. Greatly raises defense for 4 turns, causes mega colossal damage to all enemies, disables enemies' action once within a turn. So 50% defense stack for 4 turns. And it's an AoE that also delays the next attack from any character, any enemy it hits. Passive skill, diabolical abilities. Alright. I do believe these are Ki Blast super attacks, but I could be wrong. Okay. Activates the entrance animation when all allies are extreme class characters. Extreme class allies' chance of performing a critical hit is plus 20% and randomly changes Tech Key or AGL to Rainbow Key Spheres. One turn. Okay. Launches an additional super attack and extreme class allies key +2 an attack of 70% for 4 turns. I guess this should be permanent. I'll be honest with you, this should be permanent. It shouldn't be for 4 turns. This should be permanent because it's reliant on him having the entrance animation. And the entrance animation is only going to be there if you have entirely extreme class characters. So this should have been at least for 10 turns. At least for 10 turns. Okay. Basic effects. Key +3 and attack and defense of 300%. Okay. Key +1 per key sphere. 50% damage reduction. Okay. Randomly changes physical or int key spheres to rainbow key spheres. Wow, you're gonna have a ton of rainbow key spheres turn 1. Okay, now, because he's gotta have a rainbow key sphere. Okay, with a rainbow key sphere obtained, 70% defense to all extreme class allies, plus 10% damage reduction for characters that also belong to the GT bosses category for 2 turns. Okay, that's enormous. That is, I don't know if this defense is for 2 turns, because there's a comma there, but if it's for both, that's kind of like the best defensive support in the game. 150% when attacking. Okay, now here's where they actually cooked. 150% when attacking when key is 18 or more, but also defense plus 150% when receiving an attack. So he's getting that defense when receiving the attack instead of waiting until he's attacking. Okay, 24 key performs a guaranteed crit, and when receiving an unarmed super attack, great chance of nullifying it and countering with tremendous power. So basically, a melee super attack, you've got a 70% chance to nullify and counter it, and then you're guaranteed to nullify and counter it when HP is 70% or less. After performing 5 or more attacks in battle, extreme class allies key +2 and chance of performing a critical hit of 20%. And then randomly changes Tech or AGL key spheres to rainbow key spheres starting from the character's next attacking turn. I mean, why put this here and then put this here? Like, why? Just make it 3 or more attacks in battle and that's it, done. Rest of the battle. Okay. A little convoluted. It creates the domain Earth Shrouded in minus energy for 3 turns. When there is another Inhuman Deeds Power Absorption or GT Bosses category ally attacking in the same turn or after performing 5 or more attacks in battle. Inhuman Deeds Power Absorption GT Bosses enemies and allies 25% attack. Increases damage received by superclass enemies and allies by 20%, plus an additional 10% for characters that also belong to the Earth Protecting Heroes, Fuse Fighters, or GT Heroes category. Oh my word. Is that really necessary? Is that really necessary? Okay. All in all, it's a solid kit. I'm not feeling like he's a must summon at all. Not even close. I don't think he's a must summon under any circumstance currently. Really, I don't. Okay. Yeah, any chance this is your jam, go right ahead for it. The Dokkan summoning system is so much better than it has been in years past. You can summon enough, you get plenty of dragon stones, you're getting free tickets and stuff. So if this is your jam, go ahead for it. It's a very solid unit, just not something I am excited for in any event. I don't see myself looking to play a GT bosses category. Okay, on to Gogeta. Fighter of Ultimate Radiance Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They made entirely new art for this. It's very clean art. Very clean art. Very good art, by the way. 220% GT Heroes and Key plus 4. Like I thought. Now, the counterbalance to the Omega Shenron here is that he raises his attack. It doesn't give himself any defense on supers. So 30% attack raise of 30%, and then a great chance, which is 70% chance, to further greatly raise, which is 50%. So you can you guarantee 30%, and you can get up to 80% each time you super in the 12th key. Now you have the Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha, which greatly raises attack for 4 turns, which is a 50% attack buff, and then an additional 70% chance of further massively raising attack, which is a 100% buff, this right here, for 1 turn, and it's mega colossal damage. Okay. Interesting choice for that. Not even a shred of defense. Okay. Activates the entrance animation when there you have another 2 or more GT heroes in the same team. 1 additional super attack, guaranteed, and all attacks become critical hits for 1 turn. As well as superclass allies of 3 key and 70% defense for 4 turns, which is the reverse of Omega Shenron. Now, this is going to be rather similar here. 300% attack and defense in 3 key. An additional 1 key per key sphere obtained. Guaranteed effective against all types. 50% chance to crit already in the passive. Guaranteed guard. 50% damage reduction and a guaranteed additional super attack. When attacking, 300% attack. When receiving an attack, 200% defense. When receiving a super attack, another 200% defense temporarily. When receiving a Key Blast super attack, great chance of nullifying it and countering. And then just like Omega, under 70%, it's a guaranteed nullification and counter. Meaning, in most of these events, the newer ones, where you're going to take damage, pretty much guaranteed, no matter who you put in slot 1, no matter who's defending, you should be getting this guaranteed more or less most of the time with a Key Blast super attack. Okay, once he's received 3 or more attacks in battle, guaranteed additional super attack from the next turn. And after taking 7 or more attacks in battle, he gains a permanent 4 key and a permanent guaranteed crit. Why? Why put this here then? Make this an additional 20% damage reduction rate if you've got a GT heroes in the same attacking rotation. Come on. Like, why? It's just such a miss. And I don't know. It's such a miss. It still is a great unit, don't get me wrong. It's a really good unit. It's just 50% damage reduction is just not very good turn 1. In slot 1, it's just not very good anymore. Okay. On to the active skill. Dragon Fist. Massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to the enemy. 70% attack and defense, and guaranteed crits for 1 turn. He's already got guaranteed crits over here. Like, come on. Okay. Okay, so you can activate this just the next turn after you take an attack. And it's starting, so it's not as if you're going to miss that opportunity. So these guys are full links. Okay, so that's good. He's got 6 links, so they can be put together. I mean, this unit here, Gogeta, I feel is a little bit better than Omega, but simply because he's got a better team. His kid is better, but he's also got a better team. Omega does not have a great team. Really, he does. So I believe I'm going to use my 50 tickets on this Gogeta. And if I don't get it the first time, if there is another 50 tickets, I intend to get it. Try again. If not, I don't know what I will do with the other 50 tickets yet. Okay. And then we have the news. We have just the Dokkan event, the change to. Oh, so they actually changed the drop rewards. Okay, so that's cool. I thought they wouldn't change it, they were just changing text. Okay, never mind. The rainbow tickets for getting the one featured character banner. Yep. The Dokkan Festival coin global and Carnival coin global, guys. Everyone here who's been summoning in this celebration, be careful. The shop there by Baba's shop can be exchanged for normal coins. Do not change those for the normal coins if you're going to get to 500 and you want one of these units. If you really want one of these units to try and beat any of these missions so that you can enter for the chance to go to the fan meetup or something, go and use these to exchange for the character that you want that you were not able to obtain yet. Okay, we've got the new stages for special battles and a unique title for beating them. The Dokkan Festival, the new tickets, the other Dokkan Festival and Legendary Summon Carnival. This event dropped already. Go get yourself a free Nova Shenron. There isn't much here yet. There isn't much else here. Oh yes, the new mobile game Gekishin Squadra, which has a 4 in it, has pre-registration open, and that's gonna be it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this was informative to you. I hope I was able to give you guys a good breakdown of the new units. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are new here, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.